I'm working with a lot of dealerships right now that are preparing their 2021 business plans. Like as usual, it's November, so it's time to start having
It is.
those discussions. And there's just, I think a lot of dealers right now, especially a lot of them I'm consulting with, are really they're struggling to try to figure out like how do you how do you make those changes for that model? Like how do you adjust the model kind of based on this? What's some of the best advice you can give to dealers out there that are developing out their 21 business models, knowing what you know right now?
I guess I'd equate it to really what we do in forecasting, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're
Hmm.
forecasting your business as you look at the upcoming year. The biggest piece of advice, and this may be obvious, but it's remain flexible, because you've got to kind of take in the new data points and reassess and readjust the plan as we get more information, because this is extremely fluid. It's been fluid in a positive way, but as you mentioned, we do have restrictions across uh, good parts of the world, obviously in Canada and the US. So I think with those restrictions come possible disruptions. And I think you have to kind of take those into account, and you have to readjust the plan accordingly. For example, if we were to get an inventory shortage again, if for some reason a specific plant or vehicle manufacturer had to shut down because of a case problem or some other unrelated issue, you've got to adjust those plans accordingly to know you're not going to get that inventory, and you're not going to have those vehicles to sell, or you potentially could have a risk there. So I think it's remain flexible, but also look at the drivers, look at what your customers are buying,
Mm.
and continue to stock in that space. So I think the easiest thing to do would be um, source more trucks, get as many trucks as you can. I think that's the easiest, maybe not the easiest, but the most obvious thing to do.